There are many ways in which to talk to friends, family, and colleagues. Two of these newer options, texting and sending messages via online platforms such as Facebook and Twitter, offer affordances that previous modes of communication could not. However, there are some downsides to these modes of communicating, one of which could have fundamental consequences on the ways in which we converse in the future. The emergence of Techspeak among those who send text messages or messages via social media venues has led to a decline in spelling and grammar proficiency. Techspeak, also known as Textism, refers to the use of abbreviations, emoticons, and symbols to replace words or phrases. This style lends itself to incorrect or complete lack of punctuation and the phonic spelling of words. Techspeak is normally used in text messages or in online communication, and the affordances of these technologies seem to be their downfall. The abilities to multitask, speak to multiple people at once, and converse in face-to-face conversational pace all lead to the need to send a message as quickly as possible. This, of course, leads to abbreviations of phrases and words, the use of emoticons to express feelings, and overlooking punctuation and correct spelling. The main problem with this new shorthand method of communicating is that, according to several different studies, the grammar and spelling errors made within the context of these messages also makes its way into the formal writing of those who use them. In a study conducted by Drew Singhal and Dr. Sundar of Penn State, students in high schools were given a survey that asked them about their texting habits, which was then followed by a series of grammatical and spelling tests. The results of the study showed a correlation between poor test results and text message usage. According to Singhal and Sundar, study and survey conducted by onlinecollege.org, a large amount of students, about 64%, admitted that they had used Techspeak on assignments. Spilling over into schoolwork was also found in a study by Dr. Musa Adams, as 62% of the students responded that they had used shorthand on written assignments. This transfer of Techspeak from the world of texting and social media to the students' formal writing is a cause for concern. Using Techspeak, while quicker than writing things out and using correct grammar and punctuation, can lead to confusion on the part of the reader. Abbreviations and substituting symbols for words can be misinterpreted or not understood at all, and attempting to translate a sentence filled with 3- and 4-letter combinations that stand for entire phrases can become a chore. Formal writing focuses more on clarity and order, and the rules that govern how sentences are structured and words are spelled. Given the grammar and spelling errors that occur in its use, Techspeak obviously hinders any formal piece that uses it. However, the transfer of spelling and grammar errors to formal writing is a problem that can be righted. Something that we see in this issue is that while 64% of those surveyed in the online college study admitted to using Techspeak in their schoolwork, only 11% said that they believed that texting affected their grammar and spelling. This seems to point to a problematic issue. People who are using Techspeak seem to not realize that it is not the correct form of the language. This can be solved in a variety of ways, though actual execution could be difficult. On a larger scale, teachers and employers should emphasize clarity over quickness in formal written work, and that using Techspeak can be difficult to interpret and come off as informal. According to the online college survey, 86% of participants thought that having a good hold on formal language would be important to future success, which seems to imply that while people who use Techspeak may realize that they are doing so, they may not believe that it has a negative impact on their formal writing. On a smaller scale, people who use Techspeak need to realize that they are not immune to its effects on their formal writing. While there are a decent amount of people who believe that texting has a negative effect on spelling and grammar, it appears that this notion is only applied to other people rather than themselves. Meaning that Techspeak could indeed affect their formal writing is a good first step, which can and should lead to further actions to combat it. Being mindful of one's own grammar and spelling in both text messages and on social media is an obvious solution, as well as noting that typing out the extra character for the word to takes only a fraction longer than using the number symbol.